Back.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay, how about that?
All right. Hello, Facebook Live.
Hello, everyone.
Nice to be back here with you. It is 2:30 on December 1st.
Oh my God. It's flying by.
It's flying by. We are officially in December, but today is December 1st, Thursday, December 1st, 2022. My name is Cheryl. I'm VP here at Dermelect, and I'm joined here by the ever-talented Ruth.
Hi, everyone. That was such a nice introduction.
I'm just here to make you smile, Ruth. And we're also we can't be remiss to forget that we're also joined here by producer Sean.
The one, the only.
Literally the one and the only.
Hi.
Hi, producer Sean.
Hello.
So we're going to give you guys a few minutes to jump on. And if you caught the Facebook...
Susan says hi.
Hi, Susan.
Hi.
If you caught the Facebook invite today, you'll know that today's conversation is really going to be very nail-centered, which we haven't done in a while. We usually are talking about more things skin-related, but today is all about nails. But while we're waiting for you guys to jump on, Ruth, how was your Thanksgiving?
Very quiet this year.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just really my immediate family.
Is that quiet, though? I don't know.
Not quiet is relative,
Okay.
but it was, we started decorating for Christmas and everything, so it was low key.
So
we never do that.
No?
We always do it the day after, but this year, because we had the time, the weather was relatively nice out.
So what does that mean? That means putting up stockings or
Christmas tree, lights,
Okay.
and the little things around the house.
Okay.
Your Thanksgiving was eventful.
My Thanksgiving involved that night. I was actually away. I went away for the week, and
Where'd you go?
I went to Morocco. Thank you. And they actually that night, you didn't feel the holiday there at all. Obviously, they're not
It's
Thanksgiving enthusiasts.
Right.
But they did a Thanksgiving meets Chinese theme at dinner that night.
That's fun.
They put out cold cuts. That was
Interesting.
they put out turkey cold cuts, and they were thought they were being so cute.
That's
it
cute.
was cute. It was very cute. Okay, so Thanksgiving, check mark.
Oh.
Black Friday, any good Black Friday shopping?
Yes, but I'm really over shopping. I've been shopping since the beginning of November for the holidays, so I'm over it.
You're over
entirely.
it already.
I'm almost done. Every live I get a little closer to being done, but
Yeah, I mean, let the countdown begin.
Yes.
December is here. As you know, if you've joined us before, we always kick off our Dermelect Lives with a giveaway. As a special thank you for everyone who's joining us live. So today we have a giveaway that's very in theme with today's topic, which I haven't even said today's topic.
Yeah.
So today is all about gels and recovering from gel damage. We wanted to give you the 411 on how best to strengthen your nails after getting a gel manicure, an acrylic manicure, any kind of those artificial manicures that we all get from time to time, whether you're always getting them like some people here, or you're never getting them, or maybe you get it once in a while when you have a special occasion or a holiday or a vacation, whatever. We wanted to give away something in theme with today's topic, and today's giveaway is no exception. It is our natural nail repair kit. This is our award-winning two-step system that is, we're going to dive into this in the live, but this is exactly what you need if you need to rehab your nails after a gel manicure, after a really traumatic nail experience. This is the 1-2 punch. This is what you need. And all you have to do is comment in the comment section, gel fail, GELFAIL, and we're going to pick a winner at the end of the live. And make sure you comment, because the more times you comment, the more entries you have, and more likely that you will be chosen by the one and only producer Sean. So Without further ado, do we need to say hi to anybody else in the chat, Sean, or are we good to go?
We're good to go.
Okay,
Woohoo.
nice. So today is all about gels, and whether you know the science behind a gel manicure, or whether you're just someone who loves to get them, or you're someone who's traumatized by them,
Or all of the above.
or all of the above. That's true. Or D, all of the above.
Yeah.
We really wanted to talk about this because when it comes to like manicures, like this is probably, I would say, the most popular manicure there is out there.
I think at this point
Yeah.
in the game, that's what everyone
Yeah.
goes for.
I mean, I haven't just because I'm like too much of a wimp.
Well,
like
you're
I'm scared
good.
to get. Well, no, I mean, listen, it's tempting. I think
Yeah.
the temptation is real when it comes to
Maybe
gel
show your
manicures
nails. Let's get a close-up on those.
on our nails. So this is the difference between my nails and Ruth's nails. I have a traditional manicure right now. I've never gotten a gel manicure because I just love my Dermelect, and I bring my Dermelect nail treatments to the salon with me, and I make myself my own like signature Dermelect manicure. But Ruth, however,
Every single time we talk about nails, I feel like such a hypocrite here because
I didn't know.
I always get. It's not that I always get of late. I have been getting them
Define late.
months.
Yes,
A few months.
okay.
COVID, the best thing about COVID, which there wasn't many good things, but the best thing was
Silver
that
lining.
I could not get them done. So my nails got so strong and healthy.
You could see
during-
like a difference.
I saw the difference. And then
Yeah.
once you're like, oh, you forget all the bad stuff. So you're like,
Well, then you
oh,
got
it can't
busy
be so
again.
bad. And
Yeah.
then like events come up and it's so much easier. Like, I think my biggest pet peeve with doing my own nails or a regular manicure, which is why I like the gel, is because I always end up either breaking my nails or they're chipping. It doesn't feel like as permanent. But I think that's also because I'm putting polish on already damaged nails. You know?
Okay.
So it doesn't hold as well.
I see what you're
sometimes.
saying.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I definitely see what you're saying.
But it stinks because then once I take this off, they're cooked, my nails. They're fried.
So we need to get into that. But
Yeah.
I think first let's touch on what's good about gel manicures before we literally rip them apart. So why do people get gel manicures? There's a lot of reasons. One is because it lasts longer. Two is because if you are like me and the bane of your existence is sitting there drying, that's not an issue
so
when you get a gel
frustrating.
manicure. You literally
You're
cure and you're done, and you can walk out. You don't have to worry about smudging or this or that. They stay shiny,
Yeah,
correct?
for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And lastly, I think when I talk to a lot of people about nails and like why they get gel manicures and things like that, which I guess is just conversations maybe I have, they often say that their nails feel more protected when they have something on top of them. And they say like they
could
break
understand
more
that.
easily when it's just theirs. And I think it's because this artificial enhancement, whether it's a wrap or it's an acrylic or whatever, it creates like a protective barrier on the nails.
Right.
So like if you by nature have like thinner nails that are always breaking, it kind of gives you a little bit of girth.
And it makes them feel stronger.
More durable.
But they're not.
But well, yeah, it's a little tricky.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do, so we know why people get them. They have like a special occasion, they have a vacation, they don't want to have to worry about, their
Breaking a
nails
nail.
like, 1 week into the trip looking like, crap.
Smudged, chipped, whatever.
Exactly. But there definitely are downsides to come with gel manicures. And I think those are very intuitive. If you've gotten one, you kind of know. So explain to us, because again, I've never gotten one. Explain to us, when you remove your gel manicure, like what's the experience? Like what do you see?
First of all, people will understand if you've had them before. If you're like, okay, I'm going to let them grow out. It takes a while for them to grow out. And then they get to that point where it's like that in between where you have a lot of growth that you're like, I'm biting these suckers off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, because it's so ugly to look at when they're so outgrown. It's like,
Nails
if
are
you
a
get
very
your hair
personal
done,
thing.
right? Like if you
Yeah.
get your hair done and then like your roots are showing, like
Yes.
that would be like the equivalent.
That's
I
a
feel.
very good comparison.
So I will bite them off sometimes, which causes many issues between either ripping the nail, ripping your nail
Yes.
unintentionally,
Yes.
which is very painful and also causes more damage, or they're just very weak and like messed up when you take them off. Between the ridges, because of wherever the nail grew out from, there will be a divot in your nail.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not cute when they're off. That's why you keep them off.
But that's how you get sucked in, I feel like.
Yes.
Because then you just want to cover up the damage
Right.
all over again.
Because if you're impatient like me, it's sometimes hard to be like, okay, I'll go through the process of just letting them grow.
Right.
Everything else.
Giving them a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So, I think what we want to do today is kind of dispel some like myths or like some facts that people think about gel manicures, and kind of take off the lid of like what we think and know about artificial manicures. So we're gonna do a little game of true or false. I have some statements here about gel manicures, and I'm going to ask them to Ruth, and she's going to say whether she thinks they're true or false. If you're in the chat, play along with us. We'd love to see where you guys are holding and what you think, and then we can discuss together. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
So, Producer Sean, if you want to throw up the first statement, and I'm going to put on my glasses just so...
So studious.
Wow, look at me. I'm studious.
I like
girl.
the glasses look.
Do you?
It's cute.
I don't mind it. Are we good? Producer
True or
Sean.
false? Gel manicures. A gel manicure can never chip.
Sean, you're quite the narrator. Has anyone ever told you that?
Many times.
Yes. Okay. So the statement is a gel manicure can never chip. I have the answers here. Don't. Ruth?
That's false.
That is false.
I've experienced that myself.
Yeah. So I think this was like kind of like an intuitive question. Like we
Right.
all have had manicures that have chipped, especially gel manicures where like, I think there's nothing more, it's frustrating when you get a regular manicure and like you smudge it when you walk out, but like it's kind of expected sometimes.
Right.
When you get a gel manicure and like something's wrong, I feel like it's so annoying to
It's
people.
I think the reason for that is when you get a regular manicure, a lot of the times, well, at least when I used to go for regular manicures, it was more to just clean up the cuticle. It's for the
maintenance.
the maintenance
Yeah.
rather than the actual
Look.
look.
Okay.
For me, I mean, not real.
I
not
hear it
fully,
in the hierarchy of
but
reasons.
like, if,
yeah.
right, like. Also, I think they're not as expensive as gels and
Yeah.
acrylics, so
For
it's
sure.
not. I mean, it still stinks, but it's not as like frustrating.
It doesn't
like,
sting as much.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah, and it's easy. You could just go back in and be like, "Can you just paint this?"
Yeah.
It's not like let's sit down for another 15 minutes and fix one nail.
Yes. So there are some like tips that experts give if you want your gel manicure to stay chip free. And it kind of goes along with like the tips you would have for a traditional manicure. You always want to make sure that your nails are clean and dry before any lacquer or any UV polish is applied to your nails. That's the best way to ensure adhesion to the nail, that you really have like a nice canvas.
Yeah.
The other thing that you want to make sure to do to prevent chips is you want to communicate to your technician that you want thin layers. The thicker your layer is, the more likely it will not cure properly, which means like it's another word for dry basically. The thinner the layers are, the more likely you are to ensure complete hardening. And if you have complete hardening and adhesion to the nail,
Right.
then you're going to have less chipping, less lifting, like
Right.
things like that. So, yes, you got number one right. False. Okay, we're ready for number two, Producer Sean. Can't wait
The anticipation.
for the narration. I'm so excited. It lullabies me to sleep.
Gels need more retouching in the summer than winter.
Gels need more retouching in the summer than the winter. I am on the fence with this one. I'm gonna say false. Is it really more in the summer?
It's more in the summer, and it's not for like any like exotic reason. It's just that in the summer your hair and your nails grow faster.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. I think it has to do with the fact that it might have to do with the weather and like your hair and nails are less brittle and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But
the air's not as dry.
But
maybe.
in general, the rate of growth is faster in the summer. Like it's a known thing that your hair grows longer and faster in the summertime, and it's the same thing for your nails.
I didn't know that.
Google it.
That's
I
very
challenge you.
interesting.
It is true.
So I'm getting my best hair growth in the
No,
in the
100%.
summer. I didn't realize.
100%.
I wonder if it has to do with like the air being more like you get more maybe more oils and stuff.
Well, it depends on your climate, but yeah,
Yeah,
it could,
that's
you know,
true.
More sunlight.
more sunlight.
That could
Yeah,
be true too.
just like a beautiful tree, your hair grows faster in the summer, and your nails too. So, if your nails are growing out longer, you're talking about that kind of
The
like
gap.
the gap. But if you know, you know. You will need to retouch your gels more in the summer. Okay, so you're 1-1. You're batting. What does that mean? What would you shoot?
500.
You're batting 500. All right, Sean, we're ready for the next one.
That's not the
Are
worst.
people answering in the chat?
Yes, they are.
So we have to go along with them before I say the answer. So what did they say for the last one?
For the last one, it was a comment of very interesting.
Ah.
Hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Next question.
Experts recommend applying SPF to your hands before curing.
So I'm gonna say false
Okay.
because of the fact that you said that you have to keep your nails clean and dry.
Okay. That's good logic, but let me explain the question to you because that is actually wrong. So.
Oh my god, I'm not doing well today.
No, you are. So the question is, at the end of your manicure, when you go to cure your hands in the light. Oh, so when you go to, thank you, Susan. Susan, that was right. So when you go to cure your nails at the end to harden them, right? The question is, should you put SPF on your hands?
Oh, yeah, because
Yes.
the UV and stuff is not good for your
See,
hands.
I think I had a feeling it was the question.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
So when you go to cure your nails at the end, which is basically, if you've never gotten a gel manicure before, at the end of the application process, you put your hands into a little light box, and that light box is, if it's a UV light box, that enables basically, how do I explain it? The UV light will allow the gel manicure to polymerize, which is basically, in other words, it's an extension of being able to harden and to dry and to be kind of like set on the nail. Now, we all have heard different things about UV exposure. We've, growing up, we've all been told stay out of the sun because of the UVA and the UVB rays. And it's kind of ironic that we engage in this kind of beauty ritual where we have to immerse our hands in UV light. So a lot of it's a little bit actually controversial. There are studies out there that claim that there's no connection between the UV light for a gel manicure contributing to your risks for, say, cancer or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, I did read, like, before this live, I researched a little bit, and there are some studies out there. That being said, I still would err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
And most people and experts would say that if you're going to put your hand into a UV light box, even if it's for a limited amount of time, even if it's only UVA and not UVB rays, you still should be doing what you can to protect your skin from the potential effects that it could cause to age your hands, from any potential threat that it could cause any kind of cancer. So most of my research out there showed that you should try to put a broad spectrum sunscreen on your hands before you go for your manicure.
Yeah.
And they'll clean your they can clean your nail accordingly so that there's nothing,
Yeah.
there's no barrier between your nail and the gel process. Another tip that they gave actually was to actually have gloves and then to cut off the tips so that you're just like your fingernails pop out.
Yeah.
And then you're protecting your hands, like the majority of your hands, from the UV light and just exposing your nails. So that's another option as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Never
thought that
thought
was
of doing
interesting.
that.
But yeah, sometimes I still think it's important to protect your hands. Even like when I go for a regular manicure, sometimes they'll have like these old school dryers that have a UV light just for a regular manicure, and I'm like, I don't need that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like the
they
blue
switch
light.
it on
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I always switch it off, but that's just me personally. Okay, so we are up to question number 4, and Sean, let us know, what do people say in the chat?
They're just saying they're kind of just soaking in the wisdom
information.
that you're,
The education, the
The
nail
wisdom that-
education.
the wisdom.
Will, what is it called? Will, whatever.
We're
Fasten your seatbelts, guys. There's much more to come.
And make sure that you are commenting gel fail in the chat for the chance
Yes.
to win the natural nail repair kit.
You do not want to forget about the giveaway today. This is
Never.
our award-winning 2-step system for gel and acrylic damage, and we are giving it away exclusively for everyone who's joined us today on Facebook Live. So make sure you're commenting gel fail, and we're going to pick a winner very shortly. Yeah. Okay, so now we are up to statement number 4.
True or false? Gel manicures. UV cured manicures are healthier than LED cured manicures.
So did you know that there's...
I didn't know there was 2.
Yes, so there
I'm gonna
are
get this
2
wrong.
ways that you can get a gel manicure. You can use a UV curing with a UV light box, or there's also an option for an LED light
I'm
box.
going to guess that the LEDs are better than the UV.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I figured.
yes.
So yeah, 500 on the day. Not too bad.
Okay, you're back to 500. So, listen, again, let's break this down. So you have the option to do a UV light curing, but now there's also new technology out there. It's actually not that new, but they've also developed LED light curing. So there's a few differences between the 2. The LED light actually takes a little bit longer. I believe, I'm sorry. The LED light is shorter. I'm sorry. The LED light is shorter. It shortens the curing times. And the UVA rays that they emit are less intense. So it is a better option.
Better all around.
There are some anecdotes that people love the results that you get with the UV light. Maybe that the hardening is better. Maybe that the shine factor is better. But on the whole, a lot of people opt for the LED option.
Interesting. I didn't know there was 2. I'm
Yeah.
sure that certain salons don't offer both, right?
I don't know. I think salons usually stick with one or the other.
Right.
Especially if they've like already invested in like one and they don't really care.
So maybe if you're interested, you Google LED curing
for
near
sure.
you.
For sure. Again, if you LED is like basically, Sean, how would you explain an LED light? Putting Sean on the spot.
Put me
I
on
like
the
it.
spot.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a colder light,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like an incandescent bulb which produces excessive amount of heat. And LEDs consume less electricity, but I don't know if this applies to beauty.
No,
Maybe
it does.
it does.
It does apply to beauty. It does. It does. It does.
Interesting. Thank
Yeah.
you for the knowledge.
Thank you for all the knowledge, producer Sean. So is it, again, anytime you're curing your nails, you have like a potential risk to your hands, but and you have to they all feature UVA rays. That's just, you can't have a gel manicure cure without UVA rays, but on the whole the LED option is a little bit on the safer. Exactly, that's it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to fact check myself. I have a feeling that I have a typo here. No, I do.
On what?
And that the UV light is quicker. I think the LED light is a little bit. I'm gonna fact
There's
check
also
myself.
LED lights that are UV lights also.
Oh ho ho! Plot twist.
Ooh. So everything we're saying is wrong. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Sean, if you want to do a little Google check on me, say
Fact check,
yeah, fact check
Fact
me,
check
live
us.
fact check on the Dermelect Twitter.
I feel like this would be
Google shorter manicure curing UV versus LED.
I feel like this would be the perfect time for like
We need
a little jingle where it'd be like fact check or something like that, and like it just goes like the screen goes blank. It just says fact check, and then Sean pops up.
LED or UV
or
UV manicure curing. So what do we have here?
So there's this. Should I throw it up on the screen?
Yeah, you can.
Might as well.
So let's do that. So the almighty Google is saying that typically
In 30
an
seconds.
LED light
Oh,
will
so it is
cure
faster.
a layer of gel polish in 30 seconds, which is a lot quicker than the 2 minutes it takes a 36-watt UV lamp to do the same job.
So it
Interesting.
was correct. No,
And the source is Salons Direct.
I mean, given that information that we now confirm that, I don't see
Why you would go the other way?
If you had the LED option, why you wouldn't do it.
I can only see it maybe on a salon standpoint if they already have.
No, I think it lasts less. I think that's what I read. And again, forgive me that I'm not like 100% certain, but I think they said that the UV curing, your manicure lasts for longer.
Right.
That's what it is. So if you're looking for the longevity and that's paramount to you, then, people say like, I don't care. I want to do the one that lasts longer.
Right.
But if it takes shorter to cure and it's less potentially
safer,
harmful,
yeah.
then like, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, we have our last statement here. Let's see how Ruth ends up. If she ends up,
I don't know if I.
Sean, you don't know if you what?
I'm trying to remember if I made 5.
Oh, it looks like you did.
Oh, I did. I didn't look at them. I promise.
Right. True or false? Gel manicures. Acetone offers the most effective way to remove gel nail polish. And you should have it safely, because
This is where I'm getting jumbled because I know that like there's 2 different type of gel manicures. There's like the regular like just the brush on gel, and then there's like I get the hard gel.
Yes, hard versus soft gel.
Right. So
Yeah.
with hard gel, I know that you don't use like acetone or anything. They just like file it off with the
Yeah.
little file, which
Right.
is horrible for your nails,
Yes.
by the way. But the soft gel, I know they wrap your nails with, I believe it is acetone, and they put those
Yes.
little tin foils on your fingers.
Yes.
Susan has a good question.
Wait, so let Ruth finish her thought.
So I'm going to say if you're referring to soft gel, then yes, acetone is the best way.
That is correct. So what did Susan say?
So she's asked, she's like wondering if the LEDs sting like the UV lights do.
Oh, the UVs do sting. That's true. Especially with the hard gel. I don't remember because I haven't gotten soft gel in a long time.
Oh,
If it's hard gel, when you put your hand, sometimes when it's like a fresh, like naked
immediately
nail,
no. Negative.
it
negative.
stings.
No.
It's not good.
No good. No
And they
good.
have little fans.
Danger.
They have little fans that go that you just put them in front, and it stops the.
The things we do for beauty.
Yeah, it's not
I
great.
swear. I don't think that I haven't read anything about the LED curing stinging, but
Yeah, it's not good. It's painful.
that's horrible. Yes, so going back to statement number 5, acetone is definitely the most effective way to remove nail polish. Yes, there are nuances to there's different kinds of situations and there's different kinds of scenarios, but overall the best way to remove an artificial enhancement or a soft gel is to soak in acetone. The last thing you want to do is peel off, rip off, bite off a gel manicure, because while you think that you're just taking off the enhancement, what you're really doing is affecting the natural nail underneath.
Right.
And ripping off and stripping off layers that are really important to your nail's integrity.
Right.
Think of your nail as just like literally layers and layers and layers of skin cells. And the more damage you do to those, most superficial layers, the more you're going to basically degrade the overall integrity of the nail.
Right.
So, like you mentioned, there's other ways that they do it with hard files and drills and things like that. That also is going to contribute to damage and trauma to the nail, which if you then want to go ahead to do a regular manicure or another gel manicure, you're not going to get the results that you maybe would want to get because the trauma is already going to inform your next manicure. Even though there is, overall, like, if you want to engage in getting your nails done, there's always something to look out for. People have opinions about acetone, people have opinions about light boxes, people have opinions about different kinds of nail polishes. You really always want to make sure that you're trying, if you're going to engage in getting your nails done, that you're trying to find the best pathway for you. And like what you said earlier, that you feel like a hypocrite. Actually, at Dermelect, we definitely believe it's possible for everyone to have long, strong, and natural nails, but we don't frown upon or kid ourselves to think that no one's ever going to get an artificial manicure. We see the merit in them. We know that they're tempting, but if you want to maybe take a rehab, maybe if you want to take a break from your artificial manicure, or maybe if you're ready to get to a more natural state, like we saw so many people in the aftermath of COVID when they couldn't get to the salon and they really wanted to find a way to grow out their own nails long and strong themselves, and they finally saw an opportunity to do so. You sometimes get to a point where you're ready to ditch the enhancements, and that's what we're here for. We're here for the break, we're here for the strengthening, we're here for going natural and enhancing your own natural beauty.
And I've said before, when we talk about nail care, even with the gels on, there's products here that I use while I have them on.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I feel help. It's not going to protect my nails from the damage I'm doing to them, but it'll treat the skin around it.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Keep them a little bit healthier than the rest of my nails.
So we did want to spotlight what our recommendations of how best to care for your nails after a gel manicure. So if you've ever taken off the gels and been horrified by what you've seen, whether it be thinness, whether it be peeling, whether it be brittleness, whether it be breaking nails. The symptoms and they're definitely endless. But there definitely are ways to rehab your nails in between an artificial manicure. So I wanted to run through some of our favorites here. So first off is a product that we have. This is a brand new launch, or relatively brand new for Dermelect. And if you've joined us on live, you've heard about this before. It is our new darling, and it's called Save Your Skin All-in-One Repair Balm. And this is exactly what the name kind of insinuates. This is your all-in-one rescue salve that can be used for anything and everything for hair, skin, and nails. And the reason why we selected this as like the first way to rehab your nails is because when you have a gel or acrylic or artificial manicure, the first thing manicurists or experts will tell you after they're removed is hydration, hydration, hydration is key. When you have an enhancement blocking your nail from oxygen, blocking your nail from any kind of like exposure to the elements in terms of like getting hydration from the air, whether it's your nail is really being blocked off by your artificial enhancement, and when it finally comes to the surface, when you remove that enhancement, it is really moisture deprived. So what I love about Save Your Skin is that this is an intensely nourishing and hydrating balm that you can actually use to almost like slug on your nails.
I do this.
Yeah,
This is actually the one from my desk.
So you can like literally slather this onto your nails. I love to do it overnight, where you literally will just put like a layer, like coat the nail with the salve. And if you wanna, this is yours. You wanna show people, yeah. So what you would do is you would coat the bit. No, I'm good. I'm gonna do the Revita oil later.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you'll coat each nail bed with a little bit of the Save Your Skin. And what this is going to do is it's going to seal in hydration and soothe and lock in moisture to the nail bed, which it so desperately needs. If you're seeing kind of like peeling in the nails, if you're seeing dryness, dry patches in the nails, it's really because you need to maintain a moisture balance. And that's what Save Your Skin is going to do. It's going to really richly nourish the nail so that you can, what we were talking about before, when you have different layers to your nails, often when you see flaking or peeling, it's literally those layers coming off. Mm-hmm. So if you implement hydration back into the nail bed, it gives the nail an opportunity to become more cohesive and to really, you can then minimize that kind of peeling that you see.
It feels so nice.
So this is a really great option. As you can see, like Ruth's literally integrating it into her hands as well, into her knuckles. How does it feel, Ruth? Can you explain it to people?
It's very hydrating. It's like silky. It just, I already felt like I had a little bit of, jagged cuticles is the best way to say.
Ragged,
ragged.
Or jagged. No, both. Yeah.
Ragged, jagged.
Jagged edge. Remember jagged edge? Sean, remember jagged edge? Yes.
But
90s.
it instantly, softens it.
Yeah.
Because, they hurt when they're
that.
So
absolutely.
It gives a good amount of relief. I literally have this at my desk since yesterday. I took it from the cabinet. And because I saw, my whole hand and my cuticles had that, when they're dry and it's white almost.
The season, yes.
Oh, my God, and they were hurting.
Yeah.
So I just put some of this on, and it felt so much better.
That's great. I love that.
Want to do an overhead?
So we'll do an overhead on the next one. So,
I did it.
So our next recommendation is actually one of our best-selling kits on Dermelect.com. Whereas the Save Your Skin is kind of like your all-in-one, one-stop shop. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more nail-intensive, that's a little bit more targeted, we really recommend as a post-gel or acrylic rehab, this 3-step system right here. It's called our Cuticle Care Must-Haves. And this features 3 of our best-selling nail treatments. We have our Rejuvenale Fortifying Nail and Cuticle Treatment, which, if you know, you know. This is a treatment that literally reads like a skincare cream, but it's made for your nails. And Dermelect really prides itself on taking a skincare approach to nails, where we're utilizing ingredients in our nail care that you wouldn't find in traditional nail products. We're talking about ingredients like shea butter, like hyaluronic acid, green tea. I'm talking about real nail and skin loving ingredients for the person that's trying to restore and hydrate their nails.
stealing some.
What's good? Yes, it's very tempting. It's a light, really beautiful cream. And again, it's delivering all these ingredients that are going to really restore your nails. It even is like reviving my manicure right now. It's wild.
Yeah, it penetrates
I love that. So, actually traditional nail polish is porous.
Right.
So you can put a nail cream or a nail oil over your nails if it's a regular nail polish.
Right, it wouldn't do anything to...
Absolutely. I'm trying to get it in the camera, but yeah, so you would apply a little bit to the moon of your nail, and then you would work it into the nail bed. And again, this is really going to work to hydrate the nail, to address any peeling, any brittleness, any flaking, because when you have that flaking and peeling in your nails, if you want to apply nail polish after, you really can't. It won't adhere. It's going to look rough. It won't look smooth.
Or it'll chip faster.
It's really important to take the time after you have a gel manicure to really rehab your nails back to strength, back to health, and not rush into your next manicure. If you can, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes your nails need to look presentable. You don't want to showcase damage. But if you have the time, if you have a weekend to really let your nails breathe and to really kind of nurse your nails back to health, it'll really go a long way for you.
Yeah.
So in this, we have our Rejuvenail, which is our nail and cuticle treatment. If you know, you know. We also have one of our favorites. Well, and I should mention, it comes in the jar, 1 ounce, and also the travel size needle nose tube. So you can throw this in, you can keep something like this on your desk or by your bedside, and this would be like your travel, where you can literally apply nail and cuticle cream wherever you go, throw it in your purse, throw it in your whatever,
Everywhere.
and you're literally not without it anywhere. So that's part of the cuticle care must-have sets. Then you have one of our favorites. This is a really unique treatment. We've definitely talked about it on lives before, but if you've tried this before, let us know in the chat. This is our Revita Oil Nail and Cuticle Treatment. And if you look at it real closely, if you're looking at it fast, it might look like it's halfway full, and that's actually not the case at all. What you have here is a really unique dual phase treatment. And that's all. Dual phase treatments. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't quit my day job, right? Dual phase treatments are usually found in skincare. I've never seen it in nail before us. But what it is that all of Dermelect's nail care features our signature protein peptide. It's found in our Rejuvenail. It's found in all of our nail treatment lacquers. And when we decided that we wanted to come out with a cuticle oil, it was actually an interesting challenge because our protein peptide lives in a water base. So if water and oil don't mix, how do you create a cuticle oil that would feature the protein peptide if it can only live in water? And hence we came out with Revita Oil to be a dual phase product. So on top you have a water phase, like the first half of the bottle, top half of the bottle, where the protein peptide lives. And on the bottom you have a cuticle oil complex, which has a lot of nourishing and hydrating oils in it. Argan oil, which is Moroccan. Citrus oils, a lot of skin-loving oils. And to combine the two phases, all you have to do is simply shake the bottle, shake it up, and it combines the two phases to one, homogeneous solution, one solution all the way through where it's cohesive. And then you can take the dropper bottle and literally apply the nail and cuticle oil to your nails. Sean, if you want to get an overhead to show this off, I'll be happy to demo for you with my...
Just center yourself.
Center myself. Okay, so, do we have a tissue? Anyway, so...
Rub it in.
Rub it in. So...
That's your hands.
So...
It's your hands.
Yes, it's my hands. Oh, whoops. Anyway, so you can apply a drop to each moon of the nail. And I'll tell you, it is so nourishing. If you have ragged cuticles, if you have nail beds that are flaky, that are peeling like we said before, that are just moisture deprived, this instantly you can feel a difference on your nails. And it's even great for the skin around your nails as well, because we've definitely, again, we've taken a skincare approach to nail care. It also has this. Did you know that this features coffee bean extract as well to kind of invigorate the nail? I mean, it's a really unique solution. So again, if you're coming off of gels and acrylics and your nails are moisture deprived, you really want to find products that are going to deliver the hydration and the nourishment that your nails desperately need to get back to long, strong, and healthy. Oh. So, again, and then you'll see a little bit goes a long way. I'm literally just invigorating it, massaging it into the nails. And, again, like already, even like
your nails look so good.
Yeah, like my manicure just like looks revived. It's amazing. So this is definitely one of our favorites, something that you will not see out there, and definitely a super important step to getting your nails healthy after gels. So now I want to move on to our last suggestion. So once you've kind of taken a break and you've rehabbed your nails and you've gotten the hydration back in your nail, you're in a good place. That's where you want to go in with your treatment polish. And like we said before, all Dermelect polishes are really designed to be restorative treatments for all nail types. Whether you have splitting nails, chipping nails, hard to grow nails, gel and acrylic damaged nails, thin nails, weak nails, ridged nails. I mean, we really want to have it covered. And if Ruth, you want to remind people about the giveaway today?
And make sure you're commenting gel fail for a chance to win this wonderful treatment right here.
Does
the
anyone want to give away
kit.
free product more than us? I don't think so.
I know.
Maybe Sean. Sean loves to give away free product. So here we have. Why are we giving this away today? Do you want to answer this, or should I?
I think you should.
I think you should.
Why are we giving this away?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why do we choose this today? This set.
Because this is a great set.
It is a great set, and I'll tell you why. This is our award-winning treatment kit, specially formulated for anyone who has had gel and acrylic damage.
You took the words right
But
out of
not
my
only
mouth.
that, you could use it. It's great for healthy nails also. But keeping in theme with our conversations today, you might be asking, what makes this different than other nail polishes we see out there, right? So first of all, like all Dermelect treatments, the Natural Nail Repair Kit is formulated with our signature protein peptide. So as we get older, your nails are made of protein. And as we get older, that protein starts to degrade, whether it's because of aging, whether it's because you've been getting gel manicures every 2 weeks for the past
Months.
30 years.
Years.
Whether it's because you've had other trauma to the nail, the protein levels in your nails start to diminish. Just like your skin ages, your nails can age as well. So our protein peptide nail treatments aim to replenish the protein that's lost by the nails as we get older. But it's not.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And this is not an easy one, but
Look at that smile.
Marin is asking, I use Dermelect, but it chips quickly even with multiple coats of top coats. Suggestions?
I do have a suggestion, and I really love that question. Thank you, Marin. So if you didn't hear Sean, the question is what to do if your nail polish is not staying as long as you would like it to. Is that correct, Sean? Yeah, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So it's really important to look at the steps you're taking when you're applying nail polish to the nail. Because if you're not applying the nail polishes properly, it can prevent effective adhesion to the nail bed. So our recommendation is always to make sure that you are applying the nail polish to clean and dry nails, which means directly before applying your nail polish, you want to make sure you're washing your hands, You want to make sure that there's no oils, no debris, no films on the nail, because that can prevent your nail polish from adhering properly. That would be my number one recommendation. Make sure your nails are clean and dry, because if there's anything there, you will possibly see chipping, lifting, and things like that. And it won't matter how many top coats you put on at that point. So,
what kind of nails does Marin have? I'm curious about that.
Let's ask her. Marin, let us know what kind of nails you have. But in the meanwhile, back to the Natural Nail Repair Kit. So we've said that it's formulated with our signature protein peptide. But it's not only that. It's also, again, the skincare approach to nails that makes this set so unique. We have ingredients in here like glycolic acid. You've maybe heard about glycolic acid in like a skincare cream, but in a nail polish, no way. So why do we formulate it with glycolic acid? Glycolic acid is a powerful alpha hydroxy acid, which is known for its exfoliating properties. In this formulation of the nail polish, it'll actually work to exfoliate the nail, so that if you have any peeling, if you have any dryness, if you have any flaking, it's actually going to work on a chemical level to exfoliate the nail, to get rid of the dryness, to give you a smoother canvas and allow the nail polish to adhere that much better. It's also, again, we have ingredients in these products like tremella mushroom, hexanol. These are powerful antioxidants which are going to work to reverse damage of the nail that you get from a gel manicure. Again, a very thoughtful, comprehensive approach to treating nail damage. And whenever we have people that call up and say, my nails have been ravaged by gel acrylics, this is definitely a direction that we push them in to definitely check out our Natural Nail Repair Kit.
And also, just visually, this is a perfect nude shade.
Oh, yeah. So can we talk about this? Yes.
Yeah, so...
I have a follow-up with Marin.
Oh, let's get to that first. What's the follow-up?
She said I have peeling, chipping natural nails after surgeries.
I see. Okay. So, Marin, I think it's also important, like we were discussing before, to make sure that the hydration in your nail is up to par. So if you're, we talked about our cuticle care must-haves, this treatment kit right here, which is really going to work to nourish and hydrate the nail and very easily. If you're seeing peeling in the nail, if you're not addressing that with hydration first, if you're just going straight to nail polish, you're gonna see lifting, just because you gotta crawl before we walk, right? You always want to address hydration and nourishment before we move on to, a tried and true manicure.
Right.
So again, let's talk. You want to comment on the nude because it's gorgeous, right?
I feel like that's the in style, as I have red nails, but nude, the nude, natural look is very in right now, and this is the perfect nude for anyone, I feel. What I love about Transfix is that it has this beautiful sheer nude color to it, and it functions as your base coat, but you could actually wear it alone. Yeah. And it will conceal damage in your nails as it's working to repair with that sheer nude. And a lot of the times we found that, when you have damaged nails, you're not ready to go to the dark colors. You know what I mean? Right. You really want to stick with you were talking about this. The darker shades bring more attention.
They attract more attention to the damage. Yeah. Right. So when you're trying to restore and repair and strengthen your nails, you really want to go for shades that are going to elongate the nail, that are not going to attract attention to any damage, and really blend in with your skin. And that's one of the main reasons why you see Transfix was formulated this way. Just to, it's all a thoughtful process into getting your nails restored and back to long, strong, and beautiful. Right. And if you want to win the Natural Nail Repair Kit, you have a few minutes left to join our giveaway. All you have to do is comment gel fail in the chat, and we're going to pick a winner to win this beautiful prize very shortly.
Marin says thank you.
Thanks, Marin. I love having new faces in the chat, and thank you so much for joining us today. So those are our recommendations for gel rehab. If anyone else has any other questions, can always feel free to reach out to us. We love talking nails, love talking beauty. But I think we should pick a winner for today, right, Sean?
Yeah, we can.
Let's do it.
The winner today is of the Dermelect Natural Nail Repair Kit, SKU 1048, is Marindale.
Man! Thank you so much for joining us. You are the winner of our National Repair Kit. Please send us a message with your address details, and we will get your prize right out to you. We hope that you see many great nail days ahead. And I think that kind of wraps it up today. Any closing thoughts?
Go visit Dermelect.com because we have a friends and family event going on right now.
Very, very true.
25% off site-wide plus free shipping if you spend $25 or more.
If you're shopping for everyone on your list, this is why we're doing it. We know that people, have a lot of people and things to buy, people to shop for and things to buy. Friends and Family is running right now on Dermelect.com.
And if you visit the holiday shop, I'm pretty sure the Cuticle Care Must-Haves is on there.
Cuticle Care Must-Haves is part of the holiday shop. It's producer Sean linked in the comments for your convenience.
And if you buy this today, you also will get, I'm always talking about this bag, you will get a free bag.
Dermelect travel bag. So
with your purchase.
This is perfect. It's ready. It's giftable, ready to go. Or if it's a purchase for yourself, I literally just used this bag when I was traveling, and it was very convenient. I put my conditioner.
It's a good size bag.
I put my conditioner in there actually.
I use it for paperwork.
Nice.
Your
Not as
paperwork
fun,
fits
but
in this?
stylish.
Why, you fold the paperwork?
Small papers.
Oh, small papers. Okay. Well, on that note, we thank all of you for joining us today. We will be back next Thursday for another fun-filled Dermelect Live. If there is anything that you'd like to talk about or you'd like to see on these lives, please let us know via one of the many channels you see on the bottom right there. Stay tuned for a lot of exciting giveaways and more things in store before the end of the year. But until next time, we will see you later, and thanks for joining us.
Bye, everyone.
Peace out.